This is your ASAP recap of Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 5. You ready? On your mark, get set, go! New season, new setting for Coulson and the crew. They wake up to find themselves displaced in time and space. But, oh no, Fitz was left behind. A rogue grifter named Deke appears and helps them navigate the Kree space station called the Lighthouse. At the Lighthouse, humans are slaves and the Inhumans are used as gladiators. What's worse, it looks like sometime between our agents' present and this future, the world was quaked apart by the Destroyer of Worlds. Daisy, that's on you. Simmons gets captured by the Kree leader Cassius and is enlisted to help Inhumans hone their powers. But while trying to save her, Daisy is captured. Thanks a lot, Deke. Things go from bad to worse when they learn Cassius plans to use his profits from selling Inhumans to start a new life and leave the Lighthouse to burn.
Destroy the station?
Along with everyone on it.
Meanwhile, back in the present, Fitz is taken in by General S.H.I.E.L.D, who saw the future via a young Inhuman named Robin. Fitz escapes and works with the Chronicom Enoch to put himself in stasis, and after 74 years, he awakens in the future, where he reunites with the agents. After Daisy is forced into an Inhuman gladiator fight, she and her teammates escape and Simmons proposes to Fitz.
Marry me, Fitz.
Absolutely.
How sweet and dangerous. Meanwhile, May's fighting gets her a death sentence, aka being sent to Earth's surface. She's rescued by a group of people who have managed to survive and turn the Zephyr into a shelter. Yo-Yo and Max stay behind to help a new Inhuman named Flint liberate the Lighthouse, while the rest of the team goes to reunite with May, who's aboard the Zephyr and finds an old piece of the monolith that transported them to the future. But bad times for Yo-Yo when she meets her future self and sees a horrifyingly bleak future. The agents finally all meet up with May and Robin, the future-seeing little girl from the past who is now an old woman. Robin aids the agents with her visions of the future and past as she reveals that May took care of her as a little girl, and that Fitz must build a time machine to save them. The older Robin is killed, but with her dying breath, also sees that the young Inhuman Flint can rebuild the monolith and transport them home.
We can save everyone. Just one question, though. Who's Flint?
The agents return to the Lighthouse, save the remaining prisoners, and the agents kill Cassius and his baddies, and Flint rebuilds the monolith to return the agents to their own time. Upon arrival, the team discovers Deke also made it to Earth. In an attempt to keep a low profile, they go to collect him, but are intercepted by Hydra's own General S.H.I.E.L.D, her soldiers, and her most formidable warrior, her daughter Ruby, who wields extremely deadly ring blades. And in the scuffle, Yo-Yo's arms are cut off by Ruby's blades. Yo-Yo! Hey, Ruby, not cool! The agents have bigger problems, if you can believe that, because all of this time travel has caused a rift in time. Fitz uses gravitonium found on the ship to create a device to close the rift. However, Coulson reveals that he is dying, so he offers to risk his life to deliver the device into the tear.
It's a risk I'll have to take.
He lives, closes the rift, and Simmons and Fitz finally get married. Yay! Stranger yet, Deke realizes from their rings and wedding vows that Fitz and Simmons are actually his grandparents. But no time for sentiment. The rift begins to reopen and sends in all the team's worst baddies at them one by one. The search continues for more gravitonium to close it. But it seems S.H.I.E.L.D has similar plans. While making a grab for the same gravitonium, Coulson agrees to accompany S.H.I.E.L.D back to her base. Her daughter Ruby is super obsessed with Daisy and begins working with a revived and enhanced Werner von Strucker to become the Destroyer of Worlds herself. But her mother doesn't trust her or a mysterious gravitonium infusion machine to get her there. Former foe Crusher Creel turns on Hydra to help Coulson and his old friend General Talbot to escape. Ruby gets her wish for a gravitonium tune-up, but she can't handle the intensity. The souped-up Ruby kills Werner, overcome with gravitonium, and Yo-Yo kills her, but hey, you gotta hand it to her. She got what was coming to her. Coulson helps Talbot escape, but old Grumpy Mustache ultimately succumbs to Hydra programming and ends up betraying S.H.I.E.L.D. He volunteers to absorb the rest of the gravitonium, which turns him into a super-powered jerk. Cassius' father, having joined forces with the alien Remorath, convinces Talbot to seek out more gravitonium for more power. And it works! Talbot begins tearing apart the Earth. It turns out maybe he is the Destroyer of Worlds. The agents try to save Chicago, and Fitz is mortally wounded in the fray. No! Daisy uses the very last dose of Centipede serum to knock Talbot into space and change the future once and for all. However, this means Coulson has a finite number of days because the serum was his last hope for survival. With the team momentarily at peace and with Fitz resting in peace, Coulson and Agent May take one final vacation, this time to actual Tahiti. But who will lead our agents? Mac gets an epic promotion to become the director of S.H.I.E.L.D.
All right, Director. Where to first?
and they've got their work cut out for him because Simmons vows to find the Fitz of her timeline who is still alive but locked in stasis somewhere in space because, you know, that future was changed and he really shouldn't stay asleep waiting for a future without Simmons. And there we have it. Will Simmons find her Fitz? Will Mac be able to fill Coulson's shoes? And who the heck is this guy who looks so much like Coulson if Coulson is dead? Well, we'll just have to watch the Season 6 premiere of Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central on ABC. And of course, go catch up on all episodes of Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. now streaming.